At home, the man accused of kidnapping and killing 9-year-old Miguel Louw is back in the KwaZulu-Natal High Court today. It's alleged that Mohamed Ebrahim murdered Miguel Louw following an argument with his mother. Louw's decomposed body was found in Phoenix last September. Ebrahim has pleaded not guilty to the charges. ENC's Dasen Tatia is following that story and is joining us now live from outside court. Dasen, a very good morning. Well, the first witness took the stand yesterday. Can you just remind us what transpired in court yesterday?
Well, Dan, the state opened its case yesterday and it basically starting off by outlining the witnesses that it intends to call during the course of this trial, and that includes police officers, it includes those that were close to Miguel Louw, as well as forensics experts. The state also says that it'll be calling an entomologist, and this is because you'll remember that Miguel Louw's decomposing body was found in Phoenix shortly after his disappearance, and that expert is meant to detail some of the issues around the insects that were found there at the time. This is obviously in relation to how long the body had been there, perhaps lying in that bush there. The first witness also took the stand. Now, that part of the proceedings were held in camera. The media was allowed to sit in on that. Just with the disclaimer that we weren't allowed to publish any of the names or any identifying details of these witnesses. That's because the first two witnesses are also minors. And just to go back to that first testimony, it was a 14-year-old boy, and he told the court about what he recalled on the day that Miguel Louw had disappeared, in effect saying that he recalls that a man had come to the school asking for Miguel, had asked one of the pupils there to find Miguel Louw, and said that he'd been waiting for him, and then offered to pay that pupil 10 rand. Later on that day at a playground, the witness says he recalls that Raylene Louw, that's Miguel Louw's mother, had come to the playground and asked if anyone there was from the same school that Miguel attended. And she seemed distraught. She was accompanied by Miguel's father as well. And she had pulled out her phone and showed the pupils, or the young children that were there, a picture of Ebrahim, and asked if this was the same man that had come to the school to fetch Miguel earlier that day. That witness, unfortunately, just as the day progressed, he appeared to get quite tired later on, so his testimony will continue today. He's expected to unpack more details about that final day that Miguel was seen, as well as another witness that's expected to take the stand today, which is also a minor.
Now, the accused, Mohamed Ebrahim, what was his demeanor like in court yesterday?
Dan, the most striking thing I think I can tell you about the accused's demeanor in court was that he was very relaxed. In fact, just minutes before the proceedings yesterday, as he was waiting for the judge to come into the courtroom, we managed to get a glimpse of him. You know, we aren't allowed to shoot the proceedings, but we obviously have been taking photos and video clips before court sits. And we had an opportunity just to look down the stairs towards where the holding cells are. And Ebrahim seemed to be laughing, he seemed to be all smiles. In fact, at certain points during the proceedings, he was offering information. We could hear him because he was sitting right behind us. For example, the correct spellings of road names, even gave us the right spelling of his name. You know, the state had him listed with his surname as Farhead, and he corrected that when he spoke to us before court proceedings started, and says that his surname is actually Ebrahim, and his first name is Mohammed. And just really all-round good spirits, taking notes during the proceedings, and certainly doesn't look like a man facing these very serious charges of murder, kidnapping and theft.
Thank you very much. Dasen Tatia there in court there, the High Court, ahead of that case of the accused Mohamed Ebrahim in the killing of 9-year-old Miguel Louw.